a nightmare. I've managed to destroy my OBS again. So typical. I guess we learned that I can't list more than one live at a time because it will start the wrong one. Or maybe we just learned I'm very bad at this and I probably shouldn't try it. I don't know. Maybe I should have a little retirement from live streaming. Go on a course or something. Thank you all for staying here, those that did. Okay, who's in the chat? David Give, left a pot of soup on the cooker. 30 litre. One of the other Jeffs took it off. You've got a lot of Jeffs in your kitchen. But I've been in the house for 2 hours before I remembered. Soup was fine. Work kitchen. Oh, that's good. Good. What a relief. You've got a lot of Jeffs in your kitchen. Okay, so I can hear me. Hopefully, if you're still here, you can hear me. We were doing a random unboxing, weren't we? Nightmare. So let me get us back to that stage. Can we go back in time and make it all better? I think I've been having a bit of a worry today where I have to get in touch with the council where I live, and the email address I've been given is not working. So I'm just predicting on a Friday night, trying to get in touch with this person from the council and them being unreachable. And the council does not have a human receptionist, of course. They have please say the name of the person. And if you say the name of the person, they don't know that person. So I'm really on tenterhooks. Bit of a nightmare. Okay, so we're unboxing a box. I don't know if it's books or not. I think it might be something I've bought and forgotten about. Could be something completely irrelevant to our hobby of catching up together. I've managed to get rid of the chat box, which is really annoying. I don't know how to get that back up. So I'm going to have to look at the YouTube. Hello, Steve. Lovely to see you. Okay. Also, I'm really aware in this day and age, if you start moaning about stuff, you very quickly become this mad Karen. And I do tend to overreact quite badly. Oh, I know what this is. This is from my amazing Black Library dealer. Oh, this is very exciting. I know exactly what this is. Oh, hello, Lost Raven. We welcome Raven Guard to this channel. Big fan of ravens. Over this way. And unaffiliated non-Warhammer ravens. Now, I want to keep this packaging because I think if this is what I think it is, I'm going to need to keep it. That shows you the kind of week I had. I had completely forgotten. That these were coming. Ooh, what is it? Okay, so this is very exciting. This is a brand new version of Dropsite Massacre, the newest release on the Horus Heresy. It's a John French book, and this is the book that is the first book that's been written that just, I think, tells the Isfahan 5 massacre in its entirety. We've read a little bit about it in Horus Rising and Flight of the Eisenstein and the other books, the other first three of the Heresy. So I've been given 2 of these books to give away from my channel. So there is going to shortly be a giveaway thanks to my Black Library dealer who had these and offered them for a channel giveaway. Ian and I are also reading these to do a book club, and hopefully I'll get to talk to John French about it as well. So that's very exciting post. So I'll keep this one wrapped up because this will be going out to somebody. And yeah, an exciting giveaway is coming up. So that was very good timing that I opened it. Apologies for messing up the live streams. I mean, those of you who have been a follower for a long period of time are used to the glitches, and I think Aztec Jaguar and Tony, probably quite sensible of you both to avoid and have a Friday night out. But yeah, lovely to have the rest of you here along with us. So what else are we going to talk about this evening? Yes, I went to see our lovely Dan Abnett do a talk at Waterstones in Maidstone. I think it was. It's been some time ago. And he was talking about world building. And one of the books that he spoke about was the comic book, The Out, which he created with an artist called Mark Harrison. And the way that they wrote this was Dan loved Mark's artwork. And Mark would always envision these weird and wonderful galaxies. And, you know, so I think the pitch was that Mark would create these amazing worlds and then Dan would write stories around them. So we have an amazing protagonist, Sid, and she's a photojournalist. And she's travelled so far from Earth, she doesn't even know how to get back there. And the galaxy is wide, wide open, so you can travel anywhere. So she wanders across the galaxy. But of course, being a Dan Abnett book, it's not just about that. Yeah, we have some excellent, scary, terrifying space armies and aliens that are out to destroy the universe. And yeah, Dan being Dan, it's so much more than girl is exploring the universe. There's like real layers and pathos, and as you'd expect, there's like a cute companion, which maybe has a tip of the hat to Terry Pratchett. There is, of course, there's some emotional kind of backstory that looms up. There is romance. There is a David Bowie type character that is realised amazingly. And of course, there's this beautiful artwork. So I bought volume 1, which is a collection of all the comic books. So yeah, some really great colouring. And I'm guessing these were the covers. So good. So these comics would originally have been... Oh, and this is the next comic that I'm reading by Dan, The Brink. So I'm really catching up. This is a very old comic. So this was published in 2000 and... Oh no, this isn't so old. First printing October 2022. So I'm not that far behind. Hooray! But it's part of 2000 AD. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's great to have like a solo female protagonist that you get to kind of hear inside her head and her observations. There are loads and loads of different alien races that are all like unique and individual, and obviously if you are a Dan fan, you know how his world building is. So it's been matched with some really beautiful artwork and a very moving story. There was little elements of like a Tolkien-esque type journey in there where there were like small moments of respite and then moments of war coming really close and affecting her. There are themes of like isolation and loneliness and looking to belong. There are themes of family, what is family, losing family, where do you keep family? There were themes of observing humans out of their element and when they are in foreign climes. Yeah, so some really clever, heart-touching, satirical stuff as well. So all in all, it's a great comic book. And yeah, just quite fantastic to join Dan outside the Warhammer verse and jump into his imagination. As you all know, he's a top bod for us. Jim is saying, I've updated the reaction playlist for your information. A couple of new trailers came out. Crikey, you're asking a lot. Steve says the artist reminds me of Judge Dredd style. Yeah, I think it's in 20,000 AD, so it's gonna have that vibe, and I'm sure Mark Harrison is known to many as being an amazing comic book artist. He's worked with Dan before on loads of other things. Dan says, I worked with Mark Harrison for a scarily long time now. Our first big project together was Durham Red's The Scarlet Cantos. Later, he took over as artist on Grey Area, essentially making the strip his own. Mark is an exceptionally creative artist with an unmistakable style who packs more into a given page than you could possibly imagine. Sometimes he sends me notes explaining some of the tiny details he's placed in backgrounds. Sometimes backgrounds have had entire stories of their own. So it's very cool, and yeah, you definitely notice that in this book. You get, very good crowd scenes with loads of detail and things going on in the background. Makes the world feel really populated and real. Yeah, so that's a lovely review of the Owl. Let's have a look at what Jim Aldis has done on the reaction playlist. Where is can you link me to the reaction playlist, Jim? Can you hit me up in the WhatsApp chat that you and I have? Jim has also been helping me look at some books that I've been gifted and finding them on the internet. So that's been very exciting. I got to discuss this big box of books with Ian, and then Jim is helping me label them in the video. So I'm getting input from Jim and Ian, which is really exciting. I'm excited for you to see my new unboxing video. I'm just trying to think where our reactions playlist might be. There are 12 people watching now. Fabulous. You can all see my incompetence. Maybe tonight is messed up because we haven't done our candle. We haven't done our usual offerings to the gods of the live stream. Okay, let's try the ritual. Hello everybody, Mr. Pugh is with me safely because I have a lit flame. So hopefully Mr. Pugh will save us from any fire hazard. Again, we have our Warhammer Space Marines Dark Angels Tallow, the Scent of Faith candle, which I'm still not sick of. It's a really lovely floral scent. I keep promising to find the candle list, don't I? Why don't I just do it? I wonder if I could do that live. Here is our flame. Okay, so now we have the candle lit. Everything should be just peachy. Am I right? Okay. Where would she have sent this? I know the name of her company. Nope. So frustrating. Okay, one day we will find the colour of the candles. Okay, so Jamaldus has helped me find my reaction playlist. Jim, what are we saying? Do you want me to start with the Warhammer Survivors official reveal trailer? Is that where we're going? Let's see if we can do that. Righty-ho. Oh, this is going to be tricky. We can do it. Believe in yourself, Mira. Okay. Steve says, I'm doing the dishes as usual during your stream, so you've timed it right. Well, it's obviously, especially for you, Steve, we've done that. Jim is saying, yep. Okay, let's give this a go. Oh, this is very cool. '80s style music as well. Doom could never. So this is the gameplay. Face the unending swarms. Two universes. All survivors. Oh, so you can be Tyranids or you can be Space Marines? Null oil. No dare to think. Endless war. Hooray! Our favourite. I'm loving the synth music. Ponkle and the Ponkle logo are trademarks of Ponkle. What the heck is Ponkle? That's interesting, isn't it? Very cool. So, David says, my mate tried to start selling candles online, but his brother messed up his website. And he's got hundreds of beeswax candles in his garage. Oh, bless him. Poor fella. Gekjitty says, Bolt Gun 2. This is more like Vampire Survivors. That's cool too. No idea what Bolt Gun 2 is. And yeah, if it's good for you, it's good for me, Gekka. Got Trex and Felix in there. Where? In the video. I'm just looking through. Let's have a look. That's a Tyranid. Nige says, Null oil, the paint to hide all your mistakes. Means nothing to me. Glad people are enjoying the Null oil in joke. Got Trex and Felix. Where are they? Nope. Oh, Ginger Dwarf with big axe. There! Oh, yay! So you can play as them. There he is. I see him. Okay, I like that. Honestly, this is the kind of game that would give me complete migraine nowadays. There's so much going on. Like, I have friends who play things like Diablo and stuff, and there's just so much going on. Like, I wouldn't be able to keep up. Okay, the next trailer is going to be Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 4 official. Dawn of War 3, sorry, 4, yeah, official announced trailer. Jim, did you mean to put my videos of Warhammer characters in 3 minutes after this? Dave says, looks like Age of Sigmar and 40k. Amazing. That'll please the players. Okie dokie, let's have a look at this.
18. We have fought the enemies of humanity across 1,000 worlds. No respite, no remorse, no mercy. We are the wrath of the Emperor, his fortress of death.
Necrons?
But the Imperium lies welcomed, its armies scattered and reeling. Our foes rise to drag us down, and the galaxy
Oh, look, it's Snake from
asunder. On the world of Kronos,
Escaping
we
LA
make
or
our
whatever it was.
stand. We are the Blood Ravens.
Blood Ravens?
There is no victory to claim here.
Who even are they?
Vengeance to enact.
Vengeful Space Marines.
Whilst even one of us lives, we fight.
Don't forget to get his organs out.
Only in death does duty end.
Dawn of War. Oh, look, drop pods. Oh, my lord. This looks incredibly stressful already. What a great score. Wishlist coming 2026. Wishlist now. Dawn of War. So they've got 2 computer games coming out, have they? Fly me. Okay, they both look very energised. I'm excited. Don't know about much of the narrative on either of those. Nige says, would it just be Gotrek as he's with a Stormcast? Quite like the Age of Sigmar Gotrek books. Jim says, there's just 2 new trailers. The list is unchanged other than those 2. Geck says, the first Dawn of War got me into 40k. Nige says, Snake Pillskin, Escape from New York and then LA, I think. Yes, one-eyed Kurt Russell. Who could forget? Who could forget? Well, thank you all for joining me for this very brief live this evening. I feel we've stumbled through it together. I think this is one of the first live streams I've done in a really long time where my anxiety was running the show. I'm going to try and recover my OBS for Sunday night's stream, which I will reset up. Huge thank you to my buddy Matt for sending through the free books for us. So look out for a giveaway on my channel. We will be giving away a copy of the new Dropsite Massacre book by John French, and God willing, I will get an interview with John French. And as I said, Ian and I are both reading this for his book club channel, which we're filming next week. So please do catch up. Other books we are reading, Flesh and Blood by Guy Haley, which is turning out to be quite incredibly awesome. I'm reading Aurelian at the moment, and what else? I'm reading the second book in the Night Lords trilogy. Yeah, it's all going on. And of course, we're reading Angel Interceptor. And let me tell you, if you think reading a bunch of Warhammer books in order is intense, try reading 5 Warhammer books all over the place as and when you can. Lovely. I'm hoping to devote a lot of Sunday to reading books. And I just wanted to shout out a couple books I got. No More Arseholes. I've been dating recently, or trying to date recently. And I'm normally very, what's the word? Holistic? I'm just looking around. Normally I read this kind of book regarding dating. If the Buddha dated. And it's all very spiritual and loving and kind. But with the rise of certain cultures, this has been quite interesting to read. I actually watched Santel Hyde. She was on a show called That Library Show, giving dating advice to Derek Girardi, who is a hilarious YouTuber. So yeah, it's an interesting contrast. Should I do a book club on either of these? Not sure. And then the last thing I want to shout out is Perennially. The Last Unicorn is printed and reprinted and printed and reprinted. It is a time-honoured classic. It's one of the best books I've ever read. I return to it. I read it a lot. And it has beautiful poetry in it. It's written so lyrically. This book makes me sob, and it makes my heart beat faster. It's a great, great book. Yes, I will read you Prince Lear's song. When I was a young man and very well thought of, I couldn't ask aught that the ladies denied. I nibbled their hearts like a handful of raisins, and I never spoke love, but I knew that I lied. But I said to myself, are they none of them know the secret I shelter and savour and save? I wait for the one who will see through my seeming, and I'll know why I love, and I'll know when I love by the way I behave. The years drifted over like clouds in the heavens. The ladies went by me like snow on the wind. I charmed and I cheated, deceived and dissembled, and I sinned and I sinned and I sinned and I sinned. But I said to myself, ah, they none of them see, there's part of me pure as the whisk of a wave. My lady is late, but she'll find I've been faithful, and I'll know when I love by the way I behave. At last came a lady both knowing and tender, saying, you're not at all what they take you to be. I betrayed her before she had quite finished speaking, and she swallowed cold poison and jumped in the sea. And I say to myself when there's time for a word, as I gracefully grow more debauched and depraved, ah, love may be strong, but a habit is stronger, and I knew when I loved by the way I behaved. Which is such a clever, funny little song amidst this fabulous epic unicorn adventure, and also ties in with dating behaviours. So look at that, life's rich tapestry, eh, chaps? Anyway, David says dating at my age is strange, but I suppose it's been a long time, so I'm lacking the Riz, as my daughter says. I don't know that Riz is as important as other stuff, David. I think Riz helps. I certainly don't have Riz. But nobody wants just Riz. Love Flesh and Blood, says Nige. Emperor's Legion also, says Jim. Yes, we're also reading Emperor's Legion. Okie dokie, I think that's enough for the evening. I hope everybody enjoyed the Traitors finale. And I'm going to pobble off now and check that I have got my OBS back and working correctly. I'll blow out the candle. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me throughout the technical difficulties. Oh, look at this fabulous smoke fumes from coming to you with the smoke machine.